A lot of Americans plan to continue practicing COVID-19 precautions post-pandemic. You've got researchers from Ohio State University releasing the results of a survey indicating that most Americans plan to continue following these protocols after the pandemic ends and public health guidelines relax. Dr. Jason West, integrative medicine physician, joining me now. Doctor, are you surprised by this?
I am a little bit. I'm trying to figure out where are they finding these people. And I say that kind of jokingly and serious because where I'm from, it seems like everybody is trying to get back to normal so quickly that it was a little bit of a surprise seeing that article.
I know a lot of people who are not practicing COVID-19 precautions now. I mean, you look at Florida, they are pretty much wide open. I mean, I had a sister that was in Florida a week and a half ago, and she said, I'm going to bars, I'm going to restaurants, nobody's wearing masks. She said it's actually refreshing to be able to see people's faces and see people smiling again, and their numbers are better than a lot of these states that have been in lockdown. So, again, are you surprised that so many people are saying they're going to continue to mask up and they're going to continue to social distance after this thing's over?
I'm not surprised, and part of it is because, we've done, not we, but there's been such a fear, addiction that people have to, oh my gosh, the numbers are up, the death count's up, the infection rate's worse, now we have the second wave, the third wave, fourth wave, all of that, and I think that there's just such a fear component that's why when they did this poll that they have people that are saying, I'm just going to keep doing all of these guidelines and everything, even after the pandemic is gone.
Do you think they should as a doctor?
I really have such mixed feelings on this. I think what people should do is what it really lines up for them, and they should do it. And I have people that at the very beginning from the pandemic have said, I'm going to do all of the guidelines, and they have followed everything, just the recommendations. I've had other people that have really been, saying, I just don't really buy into it. I'm not going to do it. And I think that you should get all the information in front of you and make the best decision for you.
Doctor, I think that's well put, and I agree with you. I think that that's what it should have been since day one. Or maybe I shouldn't say day one, but maybe day two, because in the beginning, you go back to April of 2020 when then President Trump shut down the economy and shut down the country. We didn't quite know what we were dealing with. But then after we got the facts and we realized this affects the elderly and this affects the sick, everybody else should have been able to make their own decision whether or not they wanted to wear a mask or what they wanted to do. And we were never allowed to. I think this should have always come down to personal choice, especially now. With that said, I want to ask you something. Dr. Anthony Fauci, it's like this guy is the end-all, be-all when it comes to COVID. And he has been wrong countless times. I have quoted other doctors, other infectious disease experts who have opinions that contradict his, but it seems like they're just ignored. Why is it that it seems like the media and everybody else only pays attention to Fauci and nobody else when it comes to this pandemic?
Well, it's the most head-scratching thing that I've ever seen, because one of the things that happens when people come in with a healthcare decision of, should I do this treatment A, should I do treatment B, should I do treatment nothing? Because I always say, look, no one has the absolute cornerstone of health. No one has all the answers. You should get all of the answers and all the viewpoints. You should totally go get a second opinion. And that's what I think we should be doing now, is getting second opinions. And I can't figure it out either, because it seems like eventually someone's going to say, hey, this is like the little boy that cried wolf. Like, we should get a different viewpoint, and we're not getting a different viewpoint.
I agree, and we haven't since day one. Dr. Jason West, thank you so much for your time this morning.
You're welcome, you guys.